Let's talk about how to create this pattern. I believe creating this pattern will be more complicated using Rhino software. Now, we will use DesignGold to complete it and see how long it takes. Alright, first, let's outline the shape of the image. Using the Curve Simple tool, we will outline it like this. At this position, we can add another control point. Move this point here. Add one here. Add another one here. After adjusting this curve, and then we use the Offset Curve tool. The offset curve now has the same number of control points. We will continue to edit it using the Curve Simple tool. Move point 3 here, point 4 here, point 1 here, and point 0 here. Then round this part a little. This line cannot have additional points. It must have the same number of control points as the first curve. Alright, now we just need to adjust this curve. Adjust points 18 and 19. Alright, let's make another curve adjustment. This curve is almost done. Let's give it a color, like pink. And we're going to do one more sketch. Adding points. Now at this position, we can add another point, because it has radians here. So add about 2 points here. We will continue using the Curve Offset tool. Then we will use the Curve Simple tool to edit the curve. The result looks like this now. It's perfect now. It is also an arc to this position, an effect that extends from here. And of course, this is the effect. It's a little bit over here. Give it a gradual change. Now we're going to do another curve offset. Then edit the adjustment. Something like this. We go to this part. And the same. Okay, like now. If there is no problem with the number of control points, right-click to confirm. Then we also use the Curve Offset tool. Then adjust the position of the control point of the curve. This point is moved here. After adjustment, it looks like this now. Let's give it another color. Okay. To this location, we can make a big arc a little bit. That's about it. Now we're going to do another offset. Offset the curve here. Then continue to use the Curve Simple function to adjust the lines. Okay, this position is taken from here. Here's what happens next. Then we're going to cut it here. That's why you have to draw a cropped line. That cropped line. We can do something like this. Let's move on to this part of the drawing. You can add a control point here. You can add an extra point where there is an arc. Also do a curve offset. Then adjust it. Move the control point out like this. The second line is adjusted. Okay, here we go. Create a line for Boolean arithmetic. It's like this. As long as the lines don't cross themselves, that's fine. Moving on to this part. Here it is. We can replicate in situ. A curve, then select this curve and click Edit. Decrease a bit, or just move it over. Adjust control point. It should probably look like this. Okay, this control point should also be adjusted slightly. Let's do another offset curve. Okay, then edit the adjustment curve. Move 8 here, 7 moved here, 6 moved here, 4 moved here. And then it looks like this. This part, we're going to do it in 2 parts. Then the curve offset. Okay. Adjust the curve. Just like now. There's an arc here. We need to add control points. Like this location here. After increasing to 7 points, the additional lines should also be increased to 7 points. Add one here. Here's another one. Check. Open the control points of the 2 curves. Can you see it? Next to this part. With this model, the most time-consuming part would be tracing the curves. Adjust control point. And we move on to the offset curve. Adjust control point. Next step, we go to this location. These 2 lines can give a color. So here's where we start. We draw the line. Okay, and then we shift the curve. Adjust control point. Move 9 here, 8 moved here, 5 move here. The whole thing is like me now. Okay, and I'm going to show you the line. Like now. Continue to adjust the control points. That's so great. And finally, that's it. Let's speed it up a little bit. Okay, next we will offset the curve. Adjust control point. We must keep in mind that the number of control points on both lines needs to be the same. Okay, done. Here's the whole effect. Next steps. Copy a picture. Then we need to know its section. Okay, what about first? So let's say we have a profile shape like this. Let's profile the painting first. Double-clicking the control point will overlap two control points. Closed curved opening. Okay, like the current profile shape, we can resize it, like this. This box edit can set the size and view the size at any time. This is set to 0. First profile shape complete. Next, the second profile shape. We copy a profile shape. You can move this control point down. Just like now. Next try, use sweep 2. Click the lines in that order. Now the surface. Maintain height. Click OK. We can adjust the height of the profile. And then we can extract the middle line of the surface. Delete this surface. Adjust this curve. This control point moves down. These two control points move up. Next, use sweep 3. View the effect after molding. Now we use history to adjust the height of the curve. The point moves down. Here the control point moves up. It's also raised a little bit here. Something like that. Next, continue to adjust the object. Then you can open the control point of this object. Select these control points and make an adjustment. Mobile control point. This part of the adjustment is complete. Next, the sweep 2 part. Enable scaling options. This is the effect of molding. In this view, you can open control point adjustment or use scale 1D adjustment. It's very simple. Now copy another profile. Also formed with sweep 2. Also use scale 1D to scale height. That's the effect. Open control points to adjust objects. Okay, then go to this location. The same is also used with sweep 2. We found a problem with the orientation of the object. It's because the direction of the curve is reversed. First, copy a profile. Rotate this profile 190 degrees. Reuse sweep 2 and select the profile you just copied. It works very well now. Next, create a profile using curve square and curve mirror Y. Use sweep 2 again. The direction is reversed. Reuse sweep 2. Now let's look at the effect of molding. Enable scale option. 1D zoom, adjust profile height. Pick up these two curves, combine them, and extrude. Last Boolean operation. It will have such an effect. Then this part. Use sweep 2 to shape and see the effect. Turn off scale option. Click OK. Then use extract ISO curve to extract the middle line. Use sweep 3. Let's do it in the order clicked in the video now. Change this line to a red layer. Then adjust the control points. So it's very simple to modify the object. Then we go to this part. Also copy a profile. Use sweep 3. If the direction is reversed, reuse sweep 2 and change the selection order of red and blue. You can see the same effect as now. They can be big or small. Now equal height. Then use extract ISO curve to extract the lines. Adjust the lines to be high and low. Use sweep 3. There's an error now. It should be that the three curves are not in the same direction. Analyze direction to unify three lines. Reuse sweep 3. It is very simple and convenient to modify the height in this way. Then, select lines, combine. Extrude surfaces. Change the front and back of the surface. And then we use Boolean arithmetic. Boolean failed. This surface needs to be adjusted. Re-Boolean operation. And that's what happens. And then, use sweep 2. The direction of the profile is reversed. Reuse sweep 2. Pick up another profile. Open the scale option. Click OK. Use sweep 2 again. Works well. Now we can turn on the curve control points to adjust. Open the control points of the surface and make adjustments. Changes are very simple. Then go ahead and select these points. Then use the UNV mobile tool. Smooth it out. It's very simple. For other positions, we just need to open the control point to adjust. Okay, that's it for now. And then, we continue to use sweep 2. Complete. Adjustment control points. Move the control point here. Select the line and extrude directly. Then of course we can put this point. Make a move with this point. Like this. It should be possible. Delete this surface. Then finally here is shaped with sweep 2. Check it out. Let's take a look. It's diagonal. So move a few control points here. Move this control point here. Move this control point down. The height here is not enough. So click on this function to restore the Bollinger body. Okay, so we're going to move these dots. And then we do a Boolean operation. Okay, then make another adjustment control point. Next, move these control points up. The whole effect. And that's pretty much it. Yes, it's very easy to adjust. It doesn't matter where I edit. For example, I need to adjust the position like this. We all make a quick modification. This is a very different approach, right? And then finally, we can choose those lines. Click Hide. We can plug these holes and seal it up. Then we just need the right-click function, okay. Then we can seal all the holes. And finally, we just hide other objects. Open the rendering panel to make a texture effect.